a little one to tide me over until I wanted to spend $60 on like the big bottle again. This is the love child of Matilda. Say hi, Matilda. To make a long story short, this book is just boring me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another day of Bookmas. I hate the lighting right now. We're just going to kind of ignore that because I'm going to be taking you guys through my evening routine. So we're gonna have a lot of dark lighting in this video. Okay, is that okay with you? I hope it is. Anyways, things on the docket tonight. My reading room, my library is a mess. I have books everywhere from filming earlier, so those need to get put away. It's gonna be a late night for both Tyler and I because I want to get some reading in, and Tyler's doing some trading, so he's gonna be in the office just kind of like doing that, and I'm gonna do my things while that happens. Actually, I do need to switch our laundry, our bedding. That needs to get put in as well. So a lot of things need to happen throughout the course of this video. The only thing that I'm like happy about that I did was I showered earlier, so I don't have to add that to this routine. We'll do my skincare and I'll kind of like show you what I've been using and stuff like that. I've been having such bad breakouts. I think it's just from stress. Let me tell you what I'm reading right now, just so we kind of get that out of the way so I can start reading. So technically I'm reading two books. I'm reading Twilight as like a buddy read, but I'm also reading that for a video. So I'm not going to add any of my like thoughts in this video, but I probably will end up reading a chunk of that. But I'm also in the middle of The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I got to like 50% of the way through, almost exactly 50% of the way through. And I was considering DNFing it, but I got one Instagram comment that said that around 50% is when it starts to pick up. So I'm trusting that Instagram commenter with my life. And we're just gonna see and try to like finish this book tonight. We're gonna, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but we're gonna try. I do have the audiobook loaded. I'm making my mom some chicken noodle soup because she is sick right now. She's our little sicky girl. So I'm gonna make her some soup. And I also have been fermenting a sourdough loaf that I will possibly end up baking. So I need to bake that sourdough loaf. I'm like actually dying right now. So let's go. First up is to make soup. I'm gonna be listening to this while I make said soup and possibly my sourdough loaf as well. I just finished, well, I didn't finish cooking it, but it is simmering right now. My brain is everywhere. The soup is simmering right now. I just need the noodles to cook and I need the chicken to finish like cooking in there. So in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen so my mom wakes up to a clean kitchen, because I know that there's nothing worse than being sick and then waking up to like unclean things. And plus I need to kill time anyways for the audiobook, so we're gonna do that. I'm still not convinced that I'm going to love Prison Healer. But I got another comment. Kat told me on TikTok, she said to trust her and that it gets better. So I'm trusting and I'm hoping. I'm also gonna have to shape my sourdough loaf. I think I'm actually just gonna put that in the oven. Oh, but I used my big Dutch oven. That's unfortunate. She might be going in for an overnight proof. I need the Dutch oven in order to do that. So we're probably just gonna overnight proof her and then I'll bake her tomorrow. This is the love child of Matilda. Say hi, Matilda. Oh, don't fall out, Matilda. That's so rude of you. Anyways, this is Matilda. She's about to go in she's about to go in the fridge for until tomorrow morning. Until college. Okay, it's a little bit later now. It's past midnight. It's 12:30. I'm about to do my skincare and then probably just like lay down in bed and read until I fall asleep. I don't really have anything else to do. I cleaned, I put the sheets and bedding on back on my bed. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use for my skincare because I don't feel like talking a bunch and I don't really have anything to say. So I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna use. And then we're gonna get the rest of the show on the road. Okay, I use quite a bit of products and I'm kind of like testing out some to see if I like them. So the ones that I use daily and that like I actually know that I love, I start with the Bioma Milky Oil Cleanser. Love her. I use her religiously. And then I also use a different maximum strength acne foaming cleanser. It's a 10% benzoyl peroxide. Listen, is it harsh on your skin? Yes. I really only use it when my skin is like going through it. Just because it helps with the breakouts. Like you can tell I have like a couple of breakouts and then everything else is just like scarring from past breakouts. So that, and then I'll go in every night, just every night with the Ordinary, the glycolic acid 7% exfoliating toner. I'll use that every night, and then twice a day I'll use the Pharmacy Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner. Just like I said, help target like the acne scars. And then I'll also use the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence Toner. I love Pharmacy. It's probably my favorite like actual skincare brand, like higher end skincare brand, and it's the only one that doesn't break me out. So I love using it. And then I'll also use the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner as well as the Bioma Hydrating Serum. This is probably like my favorite, more drugstore type skincare. I get it from Target usually, but I don't know where else you can find it. I'm sure like obviously Amazon and stuff like that. Oh, and then if I'm having like actual breakouts, I'll put this different 10% benzoyl peroxide spot treatment just like on my breakouts. And then I'll finish with this Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer. This is the only moisturizer that I can use that actually moisturizes my face. Doesn't make me super oily, but also does not break me out. It's pretty heavy, like it's pretty heavyweight. I don't have dry skin, but I find that like it really works for my skin regardless. And actually with the products that I use, it's good to have an extra hydrating moisturizer at the end. This one was just like a little one to tide me over until I wanted to spend $60 on like the big bottle again. But I use that. And then sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll top it off with the Pharmacy 10% niacinamide night mask. I do really like this. However, it goes on really thick, so I don't love it every single night, but I will use it whenever I feel like I need it. That's pretty much my skincare. I'll just go through, do that, and then I take my nightly meds. I say meds, vitamins, really. Okay, I take this magnesium, this MagTech magnesium capsules. They're just, it's a magnesium supplement. It helps with sleep. It helps with sleep, digestion, generally I'm magnesium deficient generally, and so it's amazing. And this is probably like the best one on the market you can get as far as my knowledge goes. It is a little bit pricier, but when I tell you my sleep is like a night and day difference between before I was taking this and now that I have been taking it for a while. I love it. I will never go back to not taking it. And then I also, because Tyler and I are trying for a family, we'll talk about that later, but I am also taking the Ritual Essential for Women, the prenatal vitamin. So I've just been taking that. This is my second bottle. It actually does not make me nauseous like my first prenatal did. I just got like the 1 a day prenatal because it was the only one that I could find at my HEB that like didn't sound terrible. And then to my knowledge, Ritual is one of the few prenatals that actually has folate and not folic acid in it. Folic acid is the synthetic form of folate, and apparently it's really not good for you at all. So take it that what you will, do your research, but that's just what I heard. So I really, really like this. And also the fact that it does not make me nauseous throughout the day. Perfect. I will take it every single time. So I take these at night. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna wash my face, brush my teeth. Okay, also if you are curious of what toothpaste I use, I don't know why you would be. I tend to go the more natural route for my toothpaste. So I use this Field and Future by H-E-B. It's their activated charcoal whitening fluoride free peppermint toothpaste. I ran out of my other one, which I used to use. I still have it here, the Native toothpaste, which I actually really, really liked. I need to get a new bottle. Oh, my makeup remover that I use, just because I wear a lot of mascara, I just use the micellar water with a cotton round, and I gently, I hold it onto my eye so it kind of starts to break it down, and then gently rub it off. And then to get off all of my face makeup, I use the Bioma oil cleanser. I double cleanse is what it's called. My mom put me onto it. I don't know, but apparently you're supposed to oil cleanse and then cleanse like you normally would. So that's just what I've been doing, and it actually does help when I'm not having an asinine just face breakout phase. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube. I've been obsessed with watching debates. I sound so nerdy. I love watching debates about Christianity and stuff like that. It's genuinely one of the most interesting it's one of the most interesting parts about my day. And I wish I was lying, but I'm not. So far, I love listening to God Logic. So if you're looking for a really good Christian debater, not a formal debate, TikTok debates, but his streams are really interesting. So that's what I'll be doing.
Or the songs in the Quran to teach them the
It is officially time to go read. I need to do a reading update too, so let's go do that. We are obviously in bed now, and I have gotten questions about where I've gotten my bedding and stuff from. The sheets and the big pillows that you saw are from Home Goods. This blanket, I don't know where it's from, but I think it's some kind of down alternative comforter thing. I don't know what it's called. But it's not a duvet insert. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like a duvet insert, just without the little tie things that you can actually tie to the duvet cover. I don't have that much more to go in the prison healer, and Tyler says he needs to stay up until 2 a.m. at least. I think that's when he said the New York session starts, whatever that means. So I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I wanted to do a reading update first. Okay, so I'm 53% of the way through Prison Healer now. And I feel like we definitely need to debrief a little bit. So, my thoughts so far. I'm still not sure if I'm loving this book. The thing is it's like, it feels very low stakes, while simultaneously the stakes are pretty high. But also, like, the thing that we're focusing on now, I feel like has obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, because if you haven't read this book, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it has more to do with Kiva's backstory than it does with, like, exactly where she is, if that makes sense. And so it just, like, to me, like, that's not the most pressing issue, but it does kind of, like, follow the format of, like the best thing that comes to mind is Throne of Glass, where if you've read Throne of Glass, in that book, you're following Selena, who is trying to pass a assassin's tournament, and she has to make it through all of the rounds to the final round to be the king's assassin. But, like, obviously you have to focus on other things in between those trials. But the thing is like, we've only gone through one trial in this book so far, in The Prison Healer, and we're already 53% of the way through. So I do understand that, like, part of this was getting set up to where we are now, but also it feels like nothing has been happening. So I guess, to make a long story short, this book is just boring me. Like, it feels like not enough is happening. I took a really long way to say that, but, like, that's what I mean. But I've gotten the comments saying that I just need to push through it, so I'm going to finish it. If not tonight, then probably tomorrow at some point. I did want to get more of Twilight read, but I just don't see that happening. I want to actually get through this book. And I'm going to wait on Sarah, because that is for a buddy read. So I'm going to wait on Sarah to, like, actually really make more progress into that book, because I want to read it with her, obviously. Audible says I have an hour and 53 minutes left of this know I'm not going to make it that long. I will be knocked out within the next couple of minutes. If there's one thing about me, is that there's nothing that will put me to sleep quite like reading in my bed, especially with the lights off, with my little candle warmer light on. I have no hope of staying awake, and honestly, I'm okay with that.